It's your boy, the Joker here. Today we got an interesting topic coming up called love language. Well, we're going to start this topic off today with, we have a special guest that's in the studio today. Her name is Mimi.
Yes.
Mimi. All right, she's going to give us some insight on this subject as well. Don't forget, like, share,
Subscribe.
and subscribe. All right, we're going to start this off. So, what we going to say about love language? Also, hold up. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? That's what I want to know. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving, wonderful time?
I had two of them, man. One was my niece's birthday. We surprised her, and one was at home. It was kind of rough, though. But anyway, it was a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, people.
So, there are 5 love languages. Can everybody around this table go around speaking as to what they think their love language is?
Wait, did anyone take the love language quiz or test that they have online?
Yeah, we did a couple times. But
Yeah, what
yeah.
it was?
Well, I
Yeah,
did. We
mine
had
is,
it.
words of affirmation.
Yeah, affirmation, yeah.
Primary. Mine was act of service. My primary.
Okay, well, hold on, folks. We have to list the 5 languages that they are. Number 1, words of affirmation. Number 2, physical touch.
That's me.
Number 3, receiving gifts. Number 4, quality time. And number 5, acts of service. So who wants to jump into this here and touch on one of these subjects?
You know, I believe in lady first. We got to guess. Maybe speak on it.
I think everyone should take the little quiz that they have online. It's free. It only takes like a few minutes. And I think it gives you a very good perspective, especially if you're like in a relationship, to try to figure out how to navigate your relationship, especially when you guys are getting to know each other. So for me personally, I have my first 3 was act of service.
But wait a minute, hold on. We got to back up a little bit there. What is love language?
To me, it's how you like to be loved or how someone can show you that they care or love you. It could change depending on the season you're in life, to be honest. But I think it's good to retake it every so often in your relationship to see if anything changes.
Okay, good point. Good point.
Now, I got a question. Big Shorty here is like,
Jump on in.
how everybody doing? So my question is this. Is that your personal take on how you are? Like, are you supposed to live up to these love language attributes or topics or whatever you want to call it? I'm a little confused.
Well, you know, everybody don't have these traits, so we need somebody to kind of break it down there.
I think
Go ahead.
I think it's more of it's like everything else in a relationship. Like, so your partner's love language, it's up to you to kind of figure that out. I think you figure that out over time. And I think you live up to what you want to live up to. You know, if somebody love language is acts of service, but you ain't that type of person, then you and that person ain't gonna click. You know, if their love language is physical touch, then if that's what you into, you know, it might be, you know, perfect for you. Or if it's words of affirmation and you're not a real vocal person, then your partner, if that's what they're looking for, might be disappointed.
So what you're saying is that maybe the 2 people have to be on the same
Accord.
accord?
Like the love language have to be the same.
I just
For it to
No,
work?
they don't gotta be the same. What she like and what I like might be different. But
Yeah.
she gotta give me what I like. I gotta give her what she
Because
like.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
my thing is this, right? When I look at these attributes, right, I can tell you right now, me and my wife are like total different. All right, because I'm more on that spectrum of being a little bit more cold with a lot of this stuff. My wife is a little bit more giving on a lot of this stuff. But somehow, some way, she still loves me.
Wait, what do you mean cold? What do you mean?
Like when it comes to words of affirmation, right? I don't do a whole lot of talking. I do tell her I love her and things like that, but I don't do a lot of talking, right? Physical touch, we hold hands sometimes, but a lot of times we don't.
But
You know what I mean?
do you know her primary love language? Because if it's working so far, I think you're fulfilling some of her love languages that's important to her.
I don't know. I no, I'm serious.
Well-
like I just go off of because now listen, me and my wife been together for 30 years, so I must be doing something right? But if for me to sit here and like try to say, oh yeah, well I do this and I do that, it's hard for me to say that. Maybe it just comes natural because I already know what
You have a routine.
works for her.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you know what? And I hear what he's saying too, because I'm the same way. Well, we're completely a little bit opposite because me and my wife, we connect so well. She can read my mind, I can read hers. I'm gonna say my strongest attribute for the 5 love languages is affirmation, caring, giving. I think I do all of them. I mean, I'm not topping all of them, but I got them all mixed in. My wife, she's definitely a giver. She's the only woman I know, the only person I know that will give a gift on her birthday. I don't understand that. I don't. I never could understand that.
She does that.
She gives gifts on her birthday, and I'm like, wait a minute. We just spent X amount of dollars for your birthday, and you giving it right back to me as a gift that you're giving. So I think you got to learn each other. Once you learn each other, sometimes you have to adapt to your partner too.
Yeah.
I think also love could be universal because the 5 love languages is an American thing because I'm from Africa and I've never heard of like it written down like this. So let's say I married someone in Africa, we wouldn't know exactly what the languages are, but like taking care of me, making me feel special and like being kind to me, that's ultimately like a love language, but it's not written down. So I think to your point about you not really sure if you're doing it, I think you're doing it, it's just not in like the way it's categorized.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, but you know, just because they 5 love languages is not really necessary. It is what it is. That's something a bunch of doctors got together and
Yeah.
came up with. 'Cause like you said, every love language is different. Whether you're from Africa, Jamaica, Germany, whatever. I think
Yeah, it's
love,
universal.
right? I think love is love, but it's how we receive it, how we perceive it, and how we give it. Once we understand it, it can be different every day. The main thing I think, for as men perspective, we tend to fall off more than women.
Yep, I agree.
We gotta always be
Big
reminded.
time.
We fall off more than women. So I think that love language is really mostly for men because we tend to be more of a physical. If we pay a bill, if we leave the house, he think that's all she needs. That's all she needs. That's all she wants. And half the time she need more than that. And on top of that, men all the time also, because we are trained to be hard, we fall away that we don't need it, but we really do.
Do you think holidays help?
What do you mean holidays help?
Like people go out and get gifts, like a Valentine's Day or certain holidays.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'm a big negative on that because my thing is if you're doing it because you are taught to do this. If you love that person, it shouldn't have to be a Valentine's Day or Christmas. Do it. Do it. That's when it's special comes. Because you know why? Because
I feel like holidays are
Americans make money off these days. You look at a candy for Valentine's Day. That box of candy is $50. Day after, it's half price. Day after that, it's $15.
Right.
So you paying all this money for what reason? I can tell you a simple fact that my wife did to me. What I did to her? I buy my wife a bouquet of flowers for no reason. $80. Boom. Right? Valentine's Day, I ain't buying nothing. She knew she said to me, babe, why you buy me anything for Valentine's Day? I said, wait a minute. Go ask your friends, husbands, do they receive anything any other day? Cards or whatever. Just go ask them. And she came to the realization, you're right. They doing it because we're programmed to do that. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I won't do it.
And to piggyback off of that, and I agree wholeheartedly with them, is because I do the same thing. So when a holiday comes around, it's almost like, well, what do I get her? I get her things throughout the year. And I even ask her, well, what would you want? I don't want nothing. Because they already got it. Like, it's almost like even Christmas. You know, it's like Christmas coming around. It's like, all right, what do you want? I really don't want anything. Let's just go somewhere. And it's like, okay, because how many more bracelets can I get you? How many more necklaces can I get you? How many more trips can I take you on? You want something for your car? No, I'm good. I got everything. It's almost like, okay, it's a holiday, but
So
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
much
saying
you're doing this every day.
Yeah, all year round.
Right.
So it
It's
won't
like all year
feel.
round. We
Yeah.
have one day you have to specify.
You know
your
I
love for somebody.
You know what I call it? Keeping your partner's tanks full of love. Keep his
Yeah.
tank full. That's all. Keep your tank full. If you keep that tank full, you ain't got to worry about it going nowhere because she's going to be there for you and vice versa. But it's a two-way street. But like I said, and I still hold tight to that. Men tend to fall off based on how they was raised and what they believe in. Try to be a tough guy when you don't have to be tough.
And a lot of time for women, especially if you guys been married for a long time, it's the small things that bring like the spice back. It doesn't take like a whole lot anymore if you guys been together for that long, because you guys learn each other, you guys know each other.
Yes.
So the way you guys are doing it, that's how it should be done yearly, like every day. So when it comes to special holidays, she's like, it's just a regular day. It's not such a big deal. But I think that comes with time and maturity and knowing that this is how you're supposed to maintain your relationship instead of just follow the specific holidays.
Absolutely, I agree, because it's the same. Because and when you say the little things, like again, holiday comes, all right, huh, what do you want to do? I don't. Let's just go to Lang City, walk the boardwalk. That's all you want to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And then we go walk the boardwalk.
Now you understand also, we talk about the good part. There also a bad part is a toxic relationship, right?
What?
Toxic. It's toxic relationship. Everybody, all love language is not good. It's toxic.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Expound on that.
like words of affirmation could lead to like lying or manipulation as well.
Acts of
It's a
service,
toxic trait.
procrastinations, not asking for help.
You mean not doing?
Right. That was toxic because some people are thinking that what they're doing is fine, but it's the opposite side of it too. Because they'll tell that person something that they think they want to hear, so they'll say it. They give them something they think they want, but they don't really want it.
What do you mean?
In other words,
The attention matter. The attention behind it matters.
right, yeah, right. It's like, I'm doing it because I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, but what's negative about that?
Because it's not true to the heart. Because when like she's like Mimi said, when you got a relationship with your spouse, you know when something realistic was not. You adapt to each other's ways. You know when you don't put time in the card and read it, you just okay, here's a card for Valentine's Day or here's a card for whatever.
So, all right, I'm trying to understand, right? So if, and I'm going with the negative side, all right? Let me get to my point real quick. So, so if, let's just say it's a couple, right? And the man says, man, my wife is feeling down. I don't know what her issue is. I'm paying the bills. I'm doing all this and everything. Just to shut her up, I'm going to take her out to this nice restaurant. Boom, we go to the restaurant. We there, we eat, we have a good meal, right? It ain't a chain. It's not Cheesecake Factory. Right. So we have a good time, right?
That's the difference.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. We have a good time, right? We go to this nice restaurant. And we get back home and I just be like, all right, we're good, right? Is that the negative thing? I just took her out, but the reason behind it is just to keep her mouth shut.
Well,
from arguing?
Again, yes, it is because you taking out just to keep her mouth shut. You ain't taking out just trying to find out what's going on. It's see you in dinner, or you talking. It's more to it just take a dinner. Are you talking? Are you
I said we had a good time. I said
time,
we went out, we had a good time.
Good time don't mean you're having a conversation about what's going on with her. I could have a talk with her and be talking about something else altogether. Of course, she's gonna be smart because that's your wife. Or your
But is she gonna be happy though?
Maybe not.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Like
Because
she
they
just
do
went out and had a good night.
We can be guilty of being complacent.
Completely.
But when you complacent means you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
But I just took her out to dinner.
But that still can be complacent. I don't mean not doing that. Complacent would be.
But she happy because I just took her out to dinner. She didn't know what the reason was behind what I took her out for.
Well, but was it about her or about you?
It's about her. Keep it
Okay,
up.
so I see that scenario.
I got something on that. But go ahead.
I see that scenario. It can go both ways. So,
Right.
like, as far as when people say marriage, sometimes we get married and there's a sense of duty that you have to maintain in that. So, what he just said, you can put another like as a sense of duty.
Right.
He was doing what he needed to do to make
Right.
his wife happy.
Right.
The intention in his heart wasn't correct, but he made what he needed. He did what he needed to do for that moment. Now, that's not saying in the future there's not a conversation to be had to fix any future issues. So I think both can be done and be okay.
Yeah.
All right, limited time. We're going to go back
Oh
here.
Lord. What time you
We're
taking
going
us
to go.
back to?
No, we're going back to when I got
Joker,
married.
what time
when
we going back to now?
New Jack City.
The married part. All right. Remember when all my guys got together and we went down Lang City? We went to the Coach factory. We went to the Coach store and all that when it was at the, what was that, Ocean One Mall?
Wait,
wait,
I know
wait,
what
where
you're
was it
talking about. I know
Hold
what
on.
you're
I know
talking
what
about.
When you got married?
Yeah.
Where
Right before.
was that?
Oh shit, you weren't there. You was in yeah, you was overseas. That's right.
That's right. I wasn't there.
True.
I was in Iraq. I was in Iraq.
Yeah, I was there. I was like, Aaron wasn't there.
Okay.
I mean,
So what my point of the story was, when I went there, I was going to get a $500 gift card. This was my thing. So this was one of the love language things. I was going to get a $500 gift card. My man's, which was my best man? That was Buzz. He said, "Yo, you can't just get a gift card. You have to get a gift." I said, "Why? Wouldn't a gift card just make up where as though she can go buy whatever she want to buy?" True in a sense. But when I spoke with the saleswoman there, she explained to me. So this is kind of when I learned all this love language. She said, "Get a gift." A gift card means you just spent money. But a gift that you put your heart and your soul into is a gift from the heart. These fools made me spend over $800 damn dollars. I know that.
Well, I gotta say something about that. That still falls under impulsive spending, because when you look at it, not you, I'm just saying that still falls under impulsive spending, because even though you gave her a gift, it comes down to knowing your partner. It comes down to knowing your partner. Sometimes you gotta do that extra, and I know that I'm telling you, extra effort. Wife, like you said, she got a lot of coaches. She gave them away. I'm pissed about that one. I'm not gonna lie, but she gave them away. She gave them away, right? But what I'm saying, to get back to the gift, it could be impulsive, because now you're not putting too much into it. When you put something into it, sometimes you got to spend that $500. You had to spend $800 because you got mostly all the purses at that level, because there's different levels of this.
I have a question for the men. If you guys would you guys rather receive a gift card to your favorite store or a gift that she bought out for y'all?
Gifts.
The gift itself?
Joker, say gift card.
Gift card.
Gift.
Okay. How about you, Baba?
Gift card,
Damn. Why?
because I can pick what I want.
There you go.
So getting back to what Joker said, I didn't agree with that. With the gift is from the heart thing, right? Because I've given gifts throughout the years, and a lot of times people don't like what I pick.
Exactly.
Even though I've tried to get as close to what I think they like, and they like, you ain't wore that shirt yet, right? So typically I give a gift card to maybe someplace that I know they like to shop.
Exactly.
That way, listen, I'm giving you the gift to get exactly what you want. And that's how I gift a lot.
I use both methods, actually, depending on the person. Like family, friends, I'm like, yo, take this money, you can buy what you want. Like, it's just easier. But romantically, it's like an open conversation. Either we make a list for each other and then we pick out of the list. Or if I'll take a gift card. I don't care. Because I can buy what I want if you can't decide. So either way, don't bother me.
Yeah, naturally, for my wife, she rather get the money to get what she wants.
Yeah. So everyone's a little different.
Yeah, because you got the color, the size. It's a lot to go into that. So, a gift card, I don't think is bad. I think depending on the gift, too. What are you buying it for? What are you buying her? If you buying her clothes, nah, I give you a gift card or the money.
Do you feel like you getting a gift is you going the extra mile to find out, like, okay, what size she wears?
Well, see, the thing with that, what brand is it? Everything got a different cut. That's true. You got a lot.
That is true.
Oh, you told me you was this size. I got that size, but yeah, it's still a little small, a little too big, whatever,
That is very true. I wear like 3 different sizes, 3 different brands of jeans.
Yes,
it's like all over the place.
So you're saying that you're okay to waive the thought on a gift just to get a card? And I guess in certain cases?
No. What she's saying, I'm saying, like Mimi just said, it's based on your partner and who it is. I know my wife very well. I know I can get something. I'm spending a lot of money. It don't matter what the number is, but I spend a lot of money, and she give me that look like, baby, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna lie, I burn up. I get hot. That's all right. Go. I know next time. So it all depends, man.
Technically, do you learn from that next time now?
Of course, I learned
because you probably slip and do the same thing again.
Never. It's a learning process.
I don't know if I'm the only one here with this, but have you guys ever bought your wife flowers and she said, "I'd rather you had just give me the money"?
No.
I'm like a sensitive girl. I like flowers. I like all the gushy stuff. So buy me flowers. That'll be nice.
Well, I don't buy my wife flowers like that. I'd rather buy her a plant because it lasts longer. Flowers usually die within 4. I'm gonna give it a good week, and so I don't really buy too much flowers. I'd rather buy a plant, something that she can take care of, and something come back. And it based on what the flowers are for. If I'm buying them because I want to buy them, I'm gonna buy a flower. But as far as like something that means something, I'm gonna buy a plant because it holds more value.
So you just said that you like the flowers.
Yeah.
So what if the person doesn't get the kind of flowers you want, the color that you want, the big arrangement like you want? Are you still happy with whatever that person bought for you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm more, I would say, humble. So even because me knowing he had to like think about me, be like, oh, she'll like this.
Right.
My favorite color is pink. He knows that, but if he gives me yellow roses, I'm not gonna be like, ew. Like I want to love it the same because it's from him.
So, right. So the person that's getting her the flowers, she already know what she likes, what color she. It's like, for instance, like my wife. I know she likes sunflowers, so I can get her a bouquet of flowers with sunflowers in it, or I can get her just colorful flowers because I know she likes that. But she'll accept all of them.
Real or fake?
Real.
Well, how about the ones that you can eat?
Edible?
Yeah, the edible arrangements.
Like fruit.
Yeah.
Edible arrangement?
She's not a big fruit person. I would not get her that.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know that
You have
if
to
by your
know,
partner,
right,
instead of wasting the fruit, you can just get something else. Or you can get it and then you can eat it together throughout the week.
Let me ask you another question. What about love mismatch?
I need a definition. What does that mean?
It's like somewhat you try to learn her language. It's just like learning a different language. Like you speak African, right?
Yeah.
That's like me trying to learn African, and we try to relate together.
Yeah.
The same concept. What was that?
That's me going to like deep thought in a different language.
Yeah.
That could be very hard. I've heard that it works,
Yeah.
but me, let's say I'm speaking my native tongue, and someone that speaks English and I don't speak English, that's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna be discouraged faster.
I think it depends on what you want to learn. He just said him and his wife is total opposites. So if he learned her, and you know, obviously it's been going good for so long. It depends on if you want to learn that language or not, and if you're willing to go to that language.
I give you an example,
Are we
right?
talking about love language mismatches or like actual language?
That's it. Don't worry. I
Yeah, man.
I can cut it. So yeah.
Sorry.
Intermediate break, but I can cut all this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna read your talk.
But here you go. This might be a good example. I'm not really sure, right? So, me and my wife coming up, right? We met when we was like 22, 21, right? We would go somewhere. I would not open up the car door. Get your tail in the car. Let's go. We out.
Good
right?
topic. Good topic.
We go to sit down at a place. I ain't pulling your chair out. Sit your ass down.
My dude.
But as time went on, as she matured, she started expecting that stuff. And I fought it because I'm like, that ain't how we met. You ain't want it then. Why you want it now? And she's like, because like I'm more mature now. Like I want things that a woman should be getting. So for a little bit, it was like, yeah, nah, that ain't me. Right? But then it started being like, damn, you know what? She's right. I gotta start treating her like a queen. And I started opening the car door, helping her out. She sat down, she coming out the car. I got my hand there to help her out, pulling the chair out. What you need, I go get it, type stuff. So like that changed. And for me, that was like a language that I ain't speak that.
I have a question for you, sir. Why were you fighting it the first time? Like when she wanted that?
Because that's not how we met. Like I always felt like if I had all that chivalry when we met and I stopped, that's different. But she was from the street.
Yeah.
So she wasn't expecting that from me and all that back then. So it was okay. She changed. I didn't. She more matured. I more was like, nope. And it was a fight.
What about getting your love language heard? What about that? other words, you and your spouse talk. You say, you know, you don't do the same thing you used to do for her. You don't treat me the same. Still start harsh with it when you say, yo, baby, I'm feeling some disconnected with this. Can we sit down and talk about it? You feel what I'm saying?
But isn't that what you were talking about earlier about like how men get lazier sometimes in their relationship?
That's both sides of the coin.
Yeah, it happens on both ends. But I like his story where he adopted it and just accepted it and did. It's not like a change that's going to kill him. It's something easily adaptable that he does for his wife that grow them together emotionally.
Yeah, that's cool. But we talking about real points. I mean, that is great what he said. But these are some of the circumstances that people don't go through that need to be heard out in the podcast. This does happen. People like, oh, you know what? You don't do the same thing you used to do. You don't do this no more. Instead of saying, saying that, be more gentle with it. Hey, baby, we need to talk a little bit. I feel some disconnect with this.
Now, how would you like your women, Baba, as a guy, how would you prefer women address this issue with their man, let's say?
Same concept. Everything, that approach is both sides of the coin. Whether it be a male or female, is universal.
Yeah.
Instead of me saying, you don't do the same thing you want to do, baby, can we talk a little bit? I feel a little disconnect in our relationship. That can be used by a man or female.
Okay.
But I think it goes back to what you were saying earlier, right? Is that you become complacent. You become, nah, I'm not going to do that. Well, whatever you did to get her or him, right?
Preach, brother.
You should be either maintaining that or stepping your game up. But instead, it's like, I got you. So we here, we now. It's 5 years in. What you want? You ain't going nowhere. But yeah, they going somewhere. It's going to just probably take a little bit more time, but they probably going to go somewhere.
I guess for the dudes that are married, how often do you guys go on dates?
Ooh.
We try to do one every Monday. That's usually our day. It's called date night. We try to do it. Recently, we've been doing to restaurants. We went to a restaurant in Penns Grove. It was a 5-star, and I spent some money. Now got her nails done, and got some stuff from Victoria's Secret. So we try to do it every Monday. We try to do something. You know, even if we have to stay in the house, it's just me and her. We don't answer no phones. We don't do nothing.
You go.
But I try to take her out, go somewhere.
So for my wife, right, she ain't really want to go nowhere, right? Unless we we travel with them a lot, right? So a lot of times
He's talking about the Black Ninja family.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Black Ninja family, right? So we do a lot of traveling together, a lot of outings together. But typically, my wife, all she wants to do, sit home and watch horror movies. Eat in. That's a date night for her. She ain't got to go nowhere. She's comfortable in her house. She can be in her house
300%.
clothes. Nobody. It's just me and my wife, house locked down, and we watching movies together.
What about giving your partner kudos? Kudos.
See,
K-U-D-O-S. K-U-D-O-S.
All that is dependent on what they really want. Some people don't need that. Some people don't want that. Some people want it. Some people, want to be heard. They doing a good job, or you appreciate them, and thank you, and everything all the time. Like that's words of affirmation. Like some people need it. Like I'm not that type of person. I don't need the words of affirmation.
To me, that's like being patting on the back of the head.
No, but typically, like I don't eat, cook breakfast all the time, like eggs, bacon, all that stuff, right? I usually just eat oatmeal in the morning and stuff like that. But when my wife says, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna cook breakfast," okay, thank you. She cooks breakfast. After she's done cooking, thank you for the breakfast.
And then she'll call us and say, "I just cooked breakfast."
Which love language you feel dies faster over time?
Again, that's based on that individual, man. I would think more of communication, affirmation. 'Cause a lot of men, again, fall short of that. They hate to communicate because they want to show that soft part.
I don't even think it's that they don't want to show the soft part, because I'll say I'm guilty of that one, falling off sometimes. The words of affirmation. But it's not because I don't want to show my soft side. I think sometimes we incorporate what we need to what they need. Like, I don't need it as much as she needs it. So
right.
I don't give it as much as I probably should to her because I don't need it as much. And sometimes I have to remind myself that she ain't me and she needed more than I need.
And don't that fall back under men being selfish and complacent?
Sometimes. I mean, just like I said, sometimes being maybe a little selfish thinking because you don't need it, that she don't need it.
Yep. Because that's what men are. We're selfish creatures by nature, and we live by that. We never want to show that other part. It's all about us, me, that me syndrome.
Nah, I don't think it's that because I ain't a selfish.
Not you. I know you're not. You're not. You're not.
But check this out, right? Oh, you got something to say?
Would you say something? Say something.
We're saying, do you think positive reinforcement would make our day?
It does.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And that's what I was just going to get to. I'm glad you said that, right? I'm glad you said that.
Sure.
Right?
Speak on it.
So, because I know we're doing a lot of talking about, as far as women, right? So let's kick it to the man side, right? So what do we get, right? So typically on Sundays, I do the laundry, I do the house cleaning, right? And if it's summer, spring, or whatever, I cut grass, right? So I do my lawn care and everything and stuff, right? So my wife doesn't have to come home and say, "Oh, thank you," to me. All I needed to do is come home and say, "Oh, wow, the grass look nice."
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. My wife said that's your job.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But what I'm saying is, I don't need a thank you. Just acknowledge that you see it.
Exactly.
Acknowledge when you come home. Oh, the bed's made. Oh, the laundry's done and folded.
Oh, you did the dishes.
Oh, house smelling good. You done cleaned everything.
In a way, isn't that like words of affirmation?
Yes,
You're
it
not
is,
saying
it is.
so. It is that
It
just
is.
acknowledging the
Yes,
hard
yes,
work.
Yes, it's just acknowledging that you see it. You don't have to say thank you. That's
Some
what I'm
men
saying.
like to feel appreciated.
Exactly.
Okay, just show
So technically,
appreciation.
what she's saying thank you, but
Yes.
just in a different way.
Yeah, she is showing me that
You don't
she
have to
sees
come
my work.
home and say, "You cut the grass."
Yeah.
Thank you, Big Shorty. You did. Don't have to do that.
I do believe
I'm not
this is universal, but appreciation is power.
Big time.
You're right, because I just said that, and now what he just said, the grass look nice. I don't need to thank you, but yeah, you're right. That is words of affirmation.
And I know this for sure from personal experience. When men get like validation or even affirming words from, especially their romantic partner, I feel like it means more than like anything else. Because I feel like men, that's their most intimate relationship. So when they say it or acknowledge their work, it's more appreciated.
Yeah, because we got a strong ego, and we need to be stroked sometimes. A lot of men won't believe that. Pause.
It was doing great, Angel.
We touched on it before when an older podcast said a lot of guys are going through mental health things. So
Yeah.
when you got someone actually saying something to you, doing stuff, reflecting it back and stuff.
Appreciation is power.
Well, and here's the thing people understand. We're talking, I think, we talking as a tape right now. I think we put more our intake in instead of like, this can be for everybody. I know everybody saying things is like a reaction to what we're saying, right? Instead of saying, because this is meant for everybody, right or wrong. Mm-hmm. This is meant for everybody. So what could be wrong or right for you could be right for somebody out there. So that's what we're trying to get through.
Absolutely. I got one thing I just want to say. With all this love language and all that, when is too much? Or when is enough enough?
When is enough? I'm going to go a little Bible on you. Rather what you believe and what you do not believe, just not trying to force nobody else. But when God says enough with you. So when enough is enough. You never have enough. Love is love. It has no ending, it has no beginning. It's a circle. So it never stop. I'm really strong in that.
Men, remember that.
Sometimes, and some females.
Women, remember that.
Because
Love is an action.
100%.
So
What you gonna say, Big Shorty?
Let that man talk.
what you said, I think is subjective though, because you have some people that just want, no matter how much a person gives, it is never enough. And then when somebody else come along that's gonna give them a little bit more, they jump in shit. So some people are just that way.
But at the same time, you're right, and I agree. It's a two-sided coin. People always want, and just see something else they think they want and jump ship, but we don't know what happens after that. Sometimes it can go worse. You know that old cliche? You don't miss it till it's gone.
Absolutely, but I'm not saying what happens after they jump shot. I'm just saying that this person just constantly wants. So you may be doing everything to plan.
Some people are selfish.
Exactly.
Some people are
So
selfish.
you can't say, well, you're giving too many words of affirmation, or you're giving too many gifts, right? Because it all depends on who that individual is. They may be selfish individual. They may be somebody that came from nothing and never learned, right?
100% right. 100%.
There's a limit to some things.
But the same thing, it's not going to kill you to keep going. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's not going to hurt nothing to keep going. Because anyway, it might be that one spot you keep going, and she or he might break. So you know what? Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Okay, in that context, are we talking about marriage or just general relationships?
Everything is general.
Oh, okay.
General.
Because what you're talking about, I feel like applies more to marriage because there's a commitment there and there's vows there. But like regular boyfriend girlfriend relationships, I mean, like
I feel
But
though,
even marriage,
I feel
even marriage could be too much.
yeah, because I feel though that regardless, a relationship is a relationship. The only thing make the difference in a relationship is we got a ring and we got people we sign a paper. Anything beyond that, it's the same thing.
So what you're kind of saying is, it's to me, it sounds like a what's that? You contradicting yourself.
Who?
Okay, when you say, I said, when is enough enough? You said, give. So another one said, how did you work?
No. What did he say?
Hold on, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Don't say
Damn.
shit you don't know what you're saying.
Here you go with this bullshit, right? Here you go. I knew it.
you should cut that part out.
Yeah, we cut that out good, bro.
Anyway, what you saying, what I said, you said go. Then another person said that person might just want.
Mm-hmm.
So what I said is, when is enough?
Mm-hmm.
When do you put your foot down and say, okay, I done did this, and you still either want more,
Mm-hmm.
or the person saying you're not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you come to an agreement where there's a middle?
I think that's all on you and her.
Right.
You
And
give as much as you want to
Right.
give.
That's why I
Exactly.
said
Yeah, exactly.
it is subjective
Right.
to that individual.
Right. That's why it's not a
It can't
contradictive.
be
Right.
across the board.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And that's why I said it's not contradictory. What I'm saying is you still give. You give regardless of what it is. And like I said, that once give might say, you know what? She do care or he do care. You don't know. I mean,
But it shouldn't. I mean, I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
Where
definitely.
he's trying to say you kind of, because if you just giving to give and just give and give, I mean, what is you giving for? Like,
because you give because that's that you have a feeling in your heart. You can't let anybody determine what you do and what they do. Your whole concern, just like again, that's why I use the Bible and religion. Regardless, I'm not saying everybody got to be religious, but I'm just saying to you, if God turned his back on you, then what? He never, all the things that he did for you, or do for you. He never turned you back. So when would he say, enough of you? I'm tired of you.
But then the difference would be, it's nothing I could do for God.
Yes, you is. Yes, you can. Oh,
No. I'm talking about giving him.
Yes,
giving
it is.
him.
Oh,
Like
yes, it is.
I can't take nothing.
Okay.
Nothing from. I can't take like a physical
Sorry.
person is going to take more than what I can give God. Like if my wife told me don't come home unless I got a present for her every day, like
You can go home.
You wouldn't be coming home then, right?
No, yes, you would. You
I'm
go home.
asking.
a gift every day for what?
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No, but that's beside
But
the
that's
point.
what I'm saying. Like you saying, give.
Well, what I'm saying, the giving is not on her or his part. The giving is on yours. It's not on her or his part. It's yours. You give because that's what you want to do. My wife,
No, that's different than. Listen, what we understand, you just giving.
Yes.
Like if I pick something up every day and just take it home on my own accord,
I never said that.
That's a different story than
What happened,
her
it got-
expecting me to bring something every day.
Well, if that's expectation every day, something's wrong. That's a woman who's selfish.
So that's what I'm
selfish.
saying.
But
So
you're saying give.
I said that. I'm not turning away from that. You didn't mean to deter from that.
So I think what my body's trying to say is that you should live by a principle of do what you can control,
And
meaning
100%.
wherever you give or you're doing, whether it's a regular relationship or
Exactly.
a romantic one, do it out of principle, meaning
Exactly.
you're doing it because that's the right thing to do. Now, if it's not reciprocated, whatever consequence is going to come is going to come.
100%.
But you do your 100% because if
That's
you do
it.
decide to walk away, you know you did everything you're supposed to do. So it's less
that
guilt.
sounds
Thank you.
more.
But she just did it. I'm saying that's why I tried to read it, but somebody kept cutting me off. I'm not saying no names.
That's what they need, women, y'all.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. All right, go ahead.
His interpretation was
Just
sounded like he's all gonna be
just hating.
broke.
Just hating. You say hating.
Well, on the point on the gifts, what if that's like the guy's only positive thing he does? That,
Like giving gifts?
yeah, only like some people who only are good at doing that, and they suck at all of the other ones.
That's not good.
It's not good at all, man.
That's terrible.
Because you know what? That's how a lot of rich people end up divorced because they have so much money to just give.
money doesn't
But
buy
the
happiness.
woman is emotionally like drained. She's not fulfilling any other area. Like you can't buy affection and stuff like that away.
And see, this is where I agree with him on the contradiction a little bit because it sounded like give when you said earlier about giving a gift with the wrong intentions. I think if you just giving, you know, you trying to buy the person.
Well,
like,
I apologize. I reiterate. Mimi said exactly what I was trying to say, and I appreciate
Okay.
you, Mimi.
thank you.
'Cause I'm
Mimi.
not
Anytime,
gonna
bye
put
bye.
Thank
So
you.
we know who to call for the interpreter for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know I'm African, so she already told you she's
Oh my
African.
God.
So she interpreted it for me. Thank you. But anyway, it was good.
All right, swag family. You heard the words coming out of our mouths. Take it for what you want. Describe it in your hearts how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you comment because we want to hear what you have to say about this. We want to say, swag out.